FTC be cracking down too, and that's why we're winning now, boo. Yeah, baby. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about how the evidence shows that the MLM industry is, in fact, slowly dying out. Rest in peace. Yeah, I want to talk about that today. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now about our community and how it might be in trouble. Whatever. I don't care. What I would like to talk about today, we ain't dying, but the MLM industry is. Yeah, baby. Let's get back on track. All right, so let's get into it. Yeah, baby. Make me crazy. So the Talented Ladies Club posted this amazing article that is why the MLM industry is actually dying out and why that's good news for all of us. Not just the anti-MLM community, but the entire world, the business world. It's good news for everybody. Could multi-level marketing be dying out? Let's hope so, right? Find out why the signs indicate that the MLM industry is in a terminal decline and why we should all celebrate. So there you go, guys. We have something to be celebrating today. Despite a brief surge in popularity during the pandemic, take a minute to kind of take that in. They use the pandemic as a time to be very predatory on people and get them to join their culty pyramid schemes. That's a problem. Thanks to the cynical and desperate recruiting by companies and reps, the evidence shows that the MLM industry is, in fact, slowly dying out. Rest in peace. An article by William Keep, former Dean, School of Business, and former interim Provost VP for Academic Affairs and Professor of Marketing at the College of New Jersey, compares data from the Direct Marketing Association, the DSA, and with all retail sales in the USA. This is beautiful. A beautiful chart. It's my favorite one I've seen in a long time. You saw me go through some last night. This is my favorite. It says the MLM industry is at its lowest mark since 1992. Yeah, baby. And the news isn't good for the MLM industry. Yeah, baby. This chart, taken from William Keep's article, shows direct selling sales as a percentage of all U.S. retail sales. And as you can see, there has been a complete steady decline right here from about 2002, right? It declined, a little bit of a peak in between 2009 and 2010, died again, little bit of a peak, and now we are actually at the lowest point, all right? And this was in, 2019, and it is continuously going down, 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 down. Yeah, baby. As you can see, since 2002, the proportion of MLM sales have been in an almost consistent decline. And from examining the latest data available, William Keep discovered that MLM industry retail sales represent just 8.84% of U.S. retail sales, putting the industry at its lowest mark since 1992. Yeah, baby. This news doesn't surprise us. We know that 99.6% of all participants in an MLM on average will lose money once expenses are taken into account. And we've already reported on the signs that it's thankfully an industry in decline. MLM has even less of the retail market in the UK. Congratulations. One day I hope Canada will be on here too. MLM has even less share of the UK retail market, according to the DSA, and direct selling industry contributes $2.7 billion a year to the UK economy. And the total value of all UK retail sales last year was £394 billion. This means that the MLM industry is worth just 0.67% of the entire retail industry, lower even than the USA. Yeah, baby. Good news for the UK. As we know, MLM's dirty secrets are finally being aired. We do have the Dream podcast. We now have the amazing Robert Fitzpatrick book, Ponzonomics, so please do check that out. We have had documentaries like Betting on Zero. We've had articles in magazines galore. We have had people up on news stations talking about this. We have MLM Lies Exposed as a website. We have Sounds Like MLM But Okay, the podcast. We have the r/anti-MLM subreddit, which by the way has over 500,000 people supporting it, and there's usually about 100,000 online at all times, so that's really cool to me. And my favorite part of this is that it says, there's been an explosion of anti-MLM YouTubers appear over the past year too, many of them former MLM reps. They are eager to air the dirty laundry of the companies they joined, the MLM industry as a whole, and the cynical sharks who feed off it by selling coaching and products to desperate reps, often shilled with a blatant stream to provable lies. That's right, baby. Hi, nice to meet you. You're welcome. The FTC be cracking down too, and that's why we're winning now. Boo, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo. In 2006, the FTC fined Herbalife $200 million. We have discussed that on my channel. I did do a deep dive into Herbalife. We did talk about all that. Go and check it out. There was actually a $150 million lawsuit into the MLM Advocare, something else I have talked about on this channel. Go check that out. The FTC have announced that they're suing the MLM Nerium, and that one got sued for actually operating as an illegal pyramid scheme. And of course, in 2020, because that's when this article actually came out, was in 2020. Like, how are we sitting on this amazing news for a year that the MLM industry is dying, and here we are not celebrating? I want to have a celebration, please. No more drama, little bit of celebration. Thank you. There were 16 companies that were actually sent warning letters by the FTC during the pandemic about how they were using the pandemic and basically frauding to get people to join during the pandemic, using false medical claims. There were a lot of financial claims that were made, which is also illegal to do. These companies are not allowed to make financial claims. And so they got in a lot of trouble for that. And the FTC, along with 19 federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, has also announced a nationwide crackdown on scams that is actually going on right now. So the Truth in Advertising also published an article saying that the direct selling industry is in decline. The article points out that a number of companies leaving the direct selling association is outpacing the number joining it. And between 2008 and 2018, FTC pursued 4 cases alleging MLMs were pyramid schemes. Okay. And between 2017 and 2018, 24 federal class actions were filed against MLMs, alleging they were pyramid schemes. 7 of these companies were members of the Direct Selling Association, which is why when a lot of us talk about the Direct Selling Association, we might throw a bit of SPADE at it. It kind of does add in MLMs as if they're direct selling, and they're not. Okay, stop doing that. Over the past 3 years now, there's actually been a 15% decline in sales volumes averaging by MLM reps, which have been reported. And there's actually a lot of long-standing MLMs that are taking a dive right now. As a lot of you know, Forever Living's UK accounts showed a 30% drop in new businesses in 2018 compared to 2017. And that's on top of a drop of 64% in 2017 compared to 2016. And if you're wondering, the numbers continue to drop. In August of 2019, Parody announced they were ending their relationship with MLM Unique after just 2 years and plan to sell their stake back to the founders again. If you are unaware, TikTok has now banned MLM companies and MLM reps from doing their whole spiel on their entire platform. They say, "We do not permit anyone to exploit our platform to take advantage of the trust of users and bring about financial or personal harm. We remove content that deceives people in order to gain an unlawful financial or personal advantage, including schemes to defraud individuals or steal assets." And it says, "Content that depicts or promotes Ponzi, multi-level marketing, or pyramid schemes." So what's going on right now in our world is multi-level marketing is finally being put in the same category with society as Ponzi and pyramid schemes, especially as the FTC continue to crack down on them, as we see these lawsuits come out, especially since there's been so many lawsuits that are actually proving MLMs to be pyramid schemes. If you are unaware, I'm sure most of you are aware, LuLaRoe had to pay $4.75 million to settle a lawsuit that accused it of also being a pyramid scheme. We have gone through that entire lawsuit on my channel, so you can check that out as well. It says that they're delighted to announce that the MLM industry appears to be in a hopefully terminal decline. Time magazine points out that MLMs are not illegal, but many are at best financially risky. The chances of financial success are so grim that the DSA president, Mariano, has called participating in MLMs an activity rather than a job. Our investigation into several MLM companies back that up, and they list Herbalife, Arbonne, Stella & Dot, Unique, Monat, which, by the way, is apparently Monet, according to the company, Isogenics, New Skin, doTERRA, Actilabs, LuLaRoe, Amway, Usborne Books, It Works, Forever Living Products, and Juice Plus. Time magazine highlights these statistics too. So at Young Living, 89% of its US-based distributors earn an average of $4 in 2018. That's according to their income disclosure statement. So imagine working at a company and 89% of your distributors make $4. Join the team today. The skincare MLM wrote it in Fields. 67.1% of sellers had an annual median income of $227 in 2019, and more than half of the distributors at Color Street fell into the company's lowest tier of earners in 2018, with an average monthly profit below $12. $12 a month as a payment sucks. MLM queen Rachel Hollis appears to turn against the industry. Even the queen of MLM inspirational talks, Rachel Hollis, who has been accused of plagiarism for years and is finally being sued herself, just in case you're wondering, appears to have turned on the industry, who made her in her latest book, Didn't See That Coming. And then they show our girl, the MLM police. Says basically she called the Huns dumb and the Huns are not okay with it. We thought it was fun. So why is this ultimately a good thing? Is it because I'm a bitch and this is my content and I want to see MLM industry crash and fucking burn like, and now it's happening so I want to celebrate and it's like completely selfish? No. The reason why this is so good is because of this. Hopefully fewer victims will be recruited in the future. It's not just the financial loss that causes so much damage when people join an MLM. The emotional price they pay can be devastating. Like cults and abusive relationships, MLM schemes suck you in with false promises, delusions of a fantasy lifestyle, and love bombing. Once you're in, you're gaslit and manipulated, so you believe that if you aren't successful, and of course the stats say that 99.64% of people aren't, then you are told it's all your fault. You don't want it enough. You're not trying hard enough. You have a negative attitude. You're not good enough. And when your friends and family, the people who love and care about you, try to let you know that you're changing or warn you about the business, you're told they're jealous, negative. They're just holding you back. MLM reps have even been encouraged to leave their partner or spouse if they weren't supportive of their business. There have been hundreds of cases where a family was roped into an MLM company. They were losing money. They were going bankrupt. The wife is in an MLM, keeps buying products, keeps trying to work the business, doesn't want to be a failure, doesn't want to have a negative attitude, knows that she can try hard and get it. And when the husband says they're about to go bankrupt, he really needs her to stop buying all of the products. She complains to her uplines, and they tell her to leave her spouse. Hundreds of women leave their spouse. When people tell me that MLMs aren't a cult, I respond with, they make you isolated. They tear you down. They love bomb you. It's a group setting. They manipulate. They're predatory. They use you to prey on other people after that. They bully you when you leave. That's a cult. The damage caused by this emotional abuse, which is what it is, and isolation, which is what they try to do to you, is enormous. When we speak to people who have escaped from MLMs, it's often like a therapy session. It's usually the first time they have really told anyone about what they experienced. They're ashamed, frightened, and even hiding secrets, including large debt, from their partners. And there are many companies that will even tell them to buy products behind their partner's back. It's turned into this like quirky, cute little thing that they throw out there, like steal the hubby's credit card, steal the bill before he finds out. And it's like, no sis, that's not cool. That's actually being financially abusive to your spouse. Just look into that. That's why every former MLM rep we have interviewed has insisted on being anonymous. They have all, every single one, been afraid of repercussions from their former teams. And with good reason. Some of the stories we have heard about brave people who have publicly spoken out would make a terrifying Hollywood thriller. Every time that someone speaks out very publicly and they attach their face to an MLM, to having left MLM companies, one of two things happen. They're either incredibly embraced by the anti-MLM community, and hopefully their old team and those that support MLMs leave them alone. Or they end up with a group of people that are very supportive of MLMs that bully them. Whether it's their old uplines, some pseudoscience crazy people that want to promote holistic medicine and don't like that you're speaking out against it, or something else. There are a lot of people that when we do come out here and we do attach our face and our names to this content, we do get attacked. And I think that it's important to also discuss that as well. And the reason why it is such a good thing that these companies are declining is with hopes that all of that will happen to less people. Because the less people that join, the less people that have to leave and go through all of this. I speak out because of what I went through was harmful to me, and I don't want it to ever harm anyone else. So I hope that by spreading education and awareness out there, by talking about these companies, by telling my experience, even if I have to do it a million times over and over again, just to hit home, just to show you all that these companies are not good, they're very dangerous, and they're cults. I do this because I do not want other people out there to fall for them. I do not want other people out there who have fallen for them, who are going some of these emotions after leaving, who are going through attacks after leaving, who are going through all these things to ever feel like they are alone. Because when I went through it and still going through it sometimes today, I really feel alone. So I hope that in me talking about that with the world, maybe if there's other people out there that are feeling what I'm feeling, at least if they watch me, We ain't alone, baby. We ain't alone. So, my positive ass just wanted to come out here amidst a lot of negativity that seems to be going on. I'm always trying to stay positive, despite what some may think. Just saying. I wanted to come out here today and I really wanted to talk about the good things that are going on, which is that MLM and the whole MLM industry is still on a very good, steady decline. Which means that if we would all just stay focused on the main goal at hand, then we can continue on. And the reason why the MLM industry is failing now, guys, is because of us. Yeah, baby! It's because of this community. If our community didn't exist, these MLM companies would actually be striving. They'd be doing better than ever. They'd be preying on people galore with this pandemic happening. It would have been bad. But due to our community existing, even though they had a little bit of a surge up, because they're always going to take the opportunity to prey during a pandemic, they are declining. We are spreading the education. We are spreading the awareness. And sharing our experiences is helping. Hopefully, if we just continue on, the world will understand that we are speaking out. We're not speaking out against girls that are doing business. We're not speaking out to be hateful. We're not speaking out to be mean girls. We are speaking out to stop these companies from preying on people, from ruining lives. Does that make sense? These companies ruin lives. Cults ruin lives. Joining a cult, not fun. Leaving cult, get attacked. My channel, not like that. Me, always been out here talking about that. If I'm in a community, any type of community, and when I want to leave that community, they literally attack me and spread misinformation and lies, that tells me I've left a cult. Apparently, in the last several years, I've left a couple. Please trust me when I tell you, you don't want anything to do with any of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this could be like a positive video, one that maybe celebrates our community a little bit, because I know there's been a lot of negativity and a lot of drama, and there's a lot of talk about how this community might be ending or something. I don't know. I think it's all a little bit silly, and you know, just do you, do your thing, tell your story. I don't care. I'm over here doing my own thing on my own channel, so nobody tells me what to do and what to put on my channel. It's my channel. Unless you pay my bills, I don't care. Try and have a fabulous day, and remember that what we are doing out here is working. Our community is necessary. It does help people. It does save people. And we need to keep doing that. And we need to provide a safe place for people to come, even if they're getting attacked from cults. So maybe we should not ever be okay with that type of behavior. Careful of that. No matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, and MLM industry is ending. Rest in peace, baby. Rest in pieces. Bye. The FTC be cracking down too, and that's why we're winning now, boo. Yeah, baby.
I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spare lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back. I just keep making the music. I never making excuses. I gotta keep myself focused. The rest of y'all niggas is useless. Drop a song, they want more. Gotta give them what they ask for. On the road to success, dog. I ain't taking no detour. Focus only on the positive. Everything else is irrelevant. Didn't want to see me blow up. Now they all gotta deal with it. Trying to take care of my fam, though. I need that money unlimited. The lifestyle that you rap about, we all know you ain't living it. I just keep giving that quality. That's why you rappers ain't qualified. I just keep changing the whole vibe. I ain't stopping till I'm satisfied. Join the game on beast mode. No help, no cheat code. Headshot, then I reload. Catch me all in the kill zone. was the ending, it's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started.